Hello? Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now? Please say you can hear us.
Now we can. Work. Oh, look, just in time for the song to finish.
Hey, we got it working. Hey, the microphone went flat again. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spooky Sundays with your hosts, Anne and Renata, joined early in studio tonight by cousin Steve.
For moral support.
And we want to give a big shout out to our grand poobahs, our Patreon supporters, our para-stalkers and our para-lurkers. Thank you so much for your continued support of the work that we do. We love you guys. And I do believe that we have got the YouTube up and running. It's not working on the Newcastle Live Facebook thing. I don't know what's happening there. But we welcome you all back to Spooky Sundays. And we've got a jam-packed show of total exhaustion from us. What were we up to last night, guys?
Organised delirium.
Steve does not like to talk into a microphone.
Sorry, organised delirium. There we go.
You've got to learn to sort of turn your head and
Sorry, I was looking
at the microphone.
I was captured by Renata's beauty. I was looking.
And that's
loving
because she's
Renata.
got the paper bag on it. Heaven's a face drawn on it.
Oh, what a bitch.
Oh, no, she can't even comprehend what I said there. It's just not.
Well, yes.
I'm not even going to react
We
to all
are.
of this.
I think we're all PTSD from last night. Not that it was stress. Not that it was
No, it wasn't a stressful night. It was just full on.
long.
Yes. Auntie Nata and Auntie Em went to bed.
Yes, they did.
It's been a trying couple of weeks for me. I think I've got excuse.
Look, I have problems.
And then Renata's just old, so it's just,
That's the fourth or fifth derogatory comment that has happened, and the show has been on for 3 minutes. You're going really well.
It's passive aggressive Sunday.
I know. Far out.
And look, Steve has officially sort of become part of the crew here now because he has developed his own cough.
Yes, I'm part of the old lady crew. I have a chested cough of my own. I feel when I start wearing red glasses, it's all over.
It's done. It's done.
All right, so we've got lots of things to talk about tonight. We've got the ABC of mythical creatures, and I'm talking about ogres. I haven't proofread my notes yet, so this is going to be really interesting. And I've also got a spooky story, or a couple of spooky stories from real life. And the location I got these stories from, guys, you won't believe my source.
Sweet and sour.
Renata, because they can't see you shaking your head on radio. I love it.
They can feel the disapproval.
All right, go for it.
All right, so I am starting off the show tonight with my news of the week. And thank you to one of our beautiful para supporters who actually sent this through just a few days ago. And I have snaffled it up and using it for this week's news. And it comes from the beautiful, ever-loving Mirror from the UK, the Mirror newspaper. Love it to death. And when I started going through the information about this particular haunted painting, because it is another haunted painting, I found that it was everywhere, like in every newspaper ever, like in the Independent, in America, and everywhere. Anyway, it is of a painting that just creepily looks like...
We're going to get in trouble. That was a ghost.
That was terrible.
It was sound effects.
It creepily looks a little bit like Nicole Kidman at the age of about 8 years old. It's really, really creepy. I do have a picture of it on the True Haunting Podcast fans page if anyone wants to go and have a look at it. Tell me what you think this beautiful little child, or who you think this beautiful little child looks like. But this is a cursed painting of a girl, and it was returned twice to the charity shop that it was purchased from by those that bought it because they believe it is cursed. So it is a spooky painting of a little girl who is feared to be cursed. It has been returned twice.
3 times.
I think that's at least 4. But anyway, we'll let that go
Because
tonight.
of its creepy aura. The painting shows a little girl in a red dress with an unnerving facial expression. I can't be Nicole then.
I'm going to pay that.
Oh, Renata, good work. I love that. That's a cousin Steve one. That was good. Does she,
Would it be fun?
you can't see it, but does she cut like this as well? We love you, Nicole.
The eyes follow. I can't do this now. The eyes follow you according to the shop staff.
Just got the forehead.
The odd-
Well, the people on YouTube can just see my boobs going up and down as I'm laughing.
The odd portrait was donated to the Hastings Advice Representation Centre.
We'll just want that copy off the microphone.
It's a charity shop in St Leonard's on the Sea in the UK, but it was returned twice after terrified buyers bought it back, citing the painting's spooky vibes. The manager of Hark, Steve,
I get around.
confirmed that the painting's eyes follow you around the room. I've just repeated that twice now. In an uncanny
Who would have
way.
thought you'd do that?
He revealed that the painting had been originally dropped off by a middle-aged man who brought in a load of old paintings and frames to the charity
Keith
shop.
Urban.
And they're all stuck together.
Steve said he was immediately struck by the strange quality of the painting.
Oh, I've been struck by the strange quality of that painting.
Oh my God, look at her face, he exclaimed upon seeing the artwork's strange expression. A lady said, "Isn't it creepy?" "Yes, it does follow you around," he said. The picture was initially sold to a woman for £25, but the new owner came in 2 days later and said, "I've got to get rid of this picture," and that it had an aura about it. Steve told the photograph. So the portrait went back into the shop window, this time with a discount and a warning to potential buyers that the artwork was possibly cursed. Now,
Possibly.
if you look at the picture, first of all, they've got a post-it note that says possibly cursed with a question mark, and then it gets returned. And let me just follow the story here. She's back.
Oh, the sequel. Nicole doesn't do sequels.
Sold twice and returned twice. Are you brave enough? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And that goes in the front window of the shop. I think it's fabulous. I really do.
I reckon they couldn't sell it for £5. And now they've made up a story about it.
Right.
And every ghost hunter in the UK is going to go and try and get that now.
Now, let me continue. It wasn't long before a second buyer
sorry.
divided to brave the curse and purchase the cursed portrait from the reduced price at £20, despite Steve's warning. We've got weird stuff going on in here. There's lights going off and, yeah.
I just stopped. Where's that light?
Look, I'm talking about this particular cursed picture and the curse is coming into here. My goodness. Now, the new owner was soon back in Steve's shop. He said she came back shaky and distressed. The terrified customer returned it to Steve, saying she never wanted to see that damn thing again, according to the reports. Back into the shop window went the picture, this time with a new warning note, which read, "She's back, sold twice, returned twice, are you brave enough?"
Oh, deja vu.
Yeah, the second woman had posted the picture on social media where an international community of people dedicated to iffy secondhand art fell in love with the piece.
Is that a Facebook page? Easy secondhand art.
Yeah. Yes, they fell in love with the piece in a post, a user exclaimed. The picture was sold and bought back twice, the first time because the new owner thought it was evil, and the second time because the new owner said everything kept going wrong since she had it. She looks as if she'll kill again, commented one user. It's a little girl that's probably about 8 years old. Oh, while another said it was the sort of thing you'd buy for an annoying neighbour or the in-laws. A third said it was definitely haunted, while many others seemed to think that the painting resembled a young Nicole Kidman. There you go.
Is it BMX Bandits, Nicole?
No, it's a very serene Nicole.
I saw it. She looks more like the younger version of her character from The Others.
Yes.
Yes.
The post garnered hundreds of comments and thousands of likes in the community, causing the second buyer to have a change of heart. Steve said she returned to the shop. She reckons she's going to make some money on it.
She wants some attention,
and asked to have the painting back due to its sudden online popularity. I can sell that now for £50. This morning she rang me up saying, I bought your picture. Can I have it back? She decided she no longer was scared and she can put up with it. Oh, yeah. He told the paper. Steve said he was only too happy to get rid of the unsettling picture, letting it go for free. And he said she wanted to buy it back and she had it back for free. There you go.
And sold it to the ghost hunters for
Yeah.
£1,000.
Meanwhile,
That's what I reckon.
Yvette Fielding's got it in her lounge room, just run around screaming.
Yeah. No, it does look like Nicole.
I think it's a
It
stretch.
does.
She's got uneven
Yeah, I was
eyes.
going to say she's got one eye up high and one eye down low.
She's got the walk eye.
Definitely iffy art.
She's got walk eye. She can't help it.
The thing is that, as we have found before, once you mention something might be cursed or there's something iffy about it, it tends to sort of grow legs, especially when you put it on social media nowadays.
Yeah.
And you post it. Everyone has an opinion.
Yeah.
And,
And everybody is right.
whether right or wrong, it becomes something else completely. And people will either then make a profit off it and try and resell it, as I reckon lady number 2 is doing, even
Profit
though she's
off it.
not saying it. Or, it becomes this new legend, this myth, and then what do you do it? And we've come across this with the little boy paintings too,
Mm-hmm.
when all of that started. And there are many people who 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s who had little boy paintings. If you're old enough to remember Grandma's house or whatever, this cheap little painting that apparently you could buy at Woolies, Woolworths or Coles, and hide a hole in your wall.
But
or
not at
whatever.
Shoey's.
No, not at
Oh, Shuey said we could put your own price on that.
Yes, and then all of a sudden it was said that it was cursed, or the painter was some creepy guy who did things to children or whatever, and then all of a sudden, boom, everyone's getting rid of their little boy paintings. So there you go.
That just sounds really
It
wrong.
doesn't sound
It
right,
just
does it?
Well, it's not right. It is not right.
All right, we've got some posts coming through on our text. Have you texted us?
Ooh.
Have you ever taken the time to send us a text? Because it makes us very happy when we get
Text
texts.
your mother.
Because we like to show the other programs here how popular we are by the amount of texts we get,
Yes.
particularly international ones. Hi Shane, how are you? He has sent through a song list. Do you know how much we appreciate that?
Oh, thank you, Shane.
I've actually done one for the following week, so because I know you did 2 in a row. They're hunting for Nessie again, Shane said.
Yes, they are.
Oh, have they had another sighting?
They must have asked the guy that's been there for 43 years or something looking for it.
Oh, okay. Emmy's also letting us know there was no downed at the time. No downed.
No down.
No.
Oh,
No
sound. Right.
She did correct it, but I'd much prefer to say there's no downed.
Hi, Emmy.
Who else have we got? Catherine. Hi, Zena. At the resident sleepover, having the best time and couldn't help myself, hoping I am first.
We didn't,
Yes,
actually
you are.
we didn't actually tell people where we were. We just
You
glossed
are.
over that
Yes,
at the beginning.
you absolutely are. We do have another question, which came in earlier, but that wasn't first for the show, so well done.
Mhm.
We have Jody Music. Hi to Anne and Renata from Jody in Colorado. catching up on the podcasts. Now, Jodie is going to come to our Ireland tour with us.
Mhm.
We are taking a group of Aussies, or really from anyone around the world, because Jodie is from America, and we are going to Ireland on a tour in March next year. If you'd like to know more about that, check out Mysterious Adventures with Anne and Renata. Frightfully good. I'm hoping Emmy might be able to pop that little link up
It's
here.
called Leave Your Liver in the Highlands.
Yeah. We are going to be over there for St. Paddy's Day, and we will be ghost hunting.
And it could be Galway that we are actually in for St. Patrick's Day.
So what's your gallbladder?
Galway.
I saw like there's all the Lep Castle and
Are you going to get that Ed Sheeran song on?
Yes, absolutely. That'll be in the bus.
and I will sing what shall I do with the drunken sailor again.
Early.
Early in the morning.
All right, we're going to get this on, guys. We'll be back straight after this. Thank heavens we got everything working.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
Nicole's coming for you bitch.
Success at last, third time lucky. And the reason why the sound wasn't working is because I'd left the red audio cable in there, which was this one.
She hasn't pulled her plug.
I didn't pull the plug. Hey Kate, how you doing? Give your podcast a plug, I believe. Who else is on? Hi Fairy Dragon and Sir Stash. Hi Libby. Hi
I think we need to ask
Shane.
the viewers a very important question.
Huh?
You need to ask the
Oh.
viewers a very important question.
Very important
What colour?
question. What colour should these be? Red cocktail onions, green cocktail onions, or white cocktail onions? What is your opinion?
Very specifically Australian, but that's okay.
I don't think
Your
everybody know
favourite-
about them.
Well, your
I think so.
favourite flavour of cocktail onions, I think they're all the same.
I think they're all the
It's
same.
just the colour. I think that the
Hi, Deborah
green,
Ann.
The
the
green's
green
very
stands
festive.
out on an orange. Like, you know, when you stick it in on a toothpick with your cheese, it's the green,
I
the
think-
iridescent.
The green and the red just remind me of Christmas. I feel like you've had that
Oh,
at Christmas
yeah.
functions. The
Yeah.
cochineal of it all makes me very happy.
Oh. And today I learned what they use in vanilla to help it flavour it. It's the anal gland of the beaver.
Who's got that job?
You want
There you go. So when you have your vanilla
Last
stuff, I know there's a specific name for it. Don't ask me what it is because I only heard it on podcast coming in.
So it must be true.
They mix up something from the anal glands of a beaver to make that. That's the Romans. The Romans and the Greeks. That they are the thing that caused the downturn of society.
You'd be pleased to know Cindy from the Paranormal Pussies are on here. Oh,
Hello.
hi Cindy. Oh, it's not us, is it? If you've got a speaky question, please text us on 0490 84 88886.
too busy talking to YouTube.
Oh, look, I love little tidbits of information, but I only remember them when I hear them and then I forget them completely. So I'll never be able to
Useless
talk
advice
about
trivia.
beaver
Hey
anal
Sabina,
glands.
see you soon. Sabina said cheese, cabana, and a cocktail onion. All the three colours must be present on a classic 70 horses duvers platter. Oh, and welcome back, everyone. And we're having a little bit of a giggle here. We were talking about cocktail onions, and apparently it's an Australian thing. These are a little tiny, wee little ball of an onion, and they come in red colours, green colours. I think there's also yellow. I have seen yellow, and white. And
And
my
there's a resurgence.
oh,
It's a
I love
resurgence.
I love a red cocktail onion.
It's been 50 years since it was all the rage.
They flavour your farts too, let me
Oh.
tell you.
Oh.
But Sabina,
over there.
Sabina just said that cheese, cabana, and a cocktail onion, all three colours must be present on a classic 70s horses duvers platter.
I think you may have to explain what a cabana is. It's not one of those things you put out the back that you sit and have a cocktail.
It's not where Lola hangs out either.
It is a cabanossi type sausage.
Big old sausage.
Bit thicker and slightly different flavour.
Girthier, one would say. Perhaps.
With a red skin, that tells you
Shoot, it's my
everything.
turn. Oh, yes, that's a little bit chafed. Sorry, what were we talking about? Oh, I have some really good. Oh, there's your Esther from there.
You're allowed to go to America. Congratulations.
I'm very happy. I have finally been diagnosed with ADHD. Who would have thunk? And I was like, we don't talk about this thing publicly.
Okay, dear.
Quiet. No, I'm raising awareness of it.
Disability spokesperson, there's some money in that.
Oh, there you go. We might get a sponsor.
Yes. You might be on the morning show with Kylie and Larry before you know it.
We've done that.
Yeah, we have
But
actually.
in a different way.
Yeah,
We've done Kyle and Jackie.
we were allowed to say one sentence and then they cut it and we had to go.
Yeah.
Get off. Go
Yeah.
away.
I'm sorry, we've got to cover Tavern Surzok's new haircut. Get out.
All
That's
right. Are you done? Because it's
Oh.
a very important time.
Are you done? Oh God.
Oh, we were trying to waste as much time as
I
we
was trying to
can,
help you. I
Steve.
was trying to help you
I
out.
have 6 pages of
Oh.
notes I would like to
Oh,
say.
Fluff a duck.
Can we get a t-shirt with that on it? Fluff,
Fluff a
a duck.
duck. Yeah. Add that to the list of merch.
Yep, as well as don't be a dickhead.
Oh.
That's our new one. Anyway, it is the ABC of mythical creatures. Ooh, I've got to do my own sweeping because Bonnie hasn't named it yet. Bonnie, we just also like to add that the light died on us tonight and that the thing going to the Newcastle Live isn't working. Oh dear. We seem to have traumas every time we come into the studio at the moment. Maybe it's a sign from the universe. All right.
Just get on with it.
Oh, now
Just
she wants
get
me
on
to
with
do it.
Yeah, because the sooner you do it,
It's
the
like
sooner
pulling a
you
tooth.
finish.
She wants it out.
Oh,
I need some encouragement, beautiful people who are listening. Please text through to 0490 848886 if you love my ABC of mythical creatures and how much it annoys Renata.
don't.
All right, so we're on to ogre. And I didn't get to finish all my research because I did do this with ogre. Now, when you think of ogre, what do you immediately think of, guys?
Shrek.
Right, Renata, thank you. So Shrek was an ogre and he used to live in the swamps and he fell in love with his princess Fiona, who became an ogre.
Well, she was an ogre to start with.
Was she?
Yes,
she?
that's the
I
whole
thought she
thing.
became
Isn't
an
No,
ogre.
she was
the reverse
cursed.
of the
She was
kiss?
cursed to be an ogre.
Ah,
So, yeah,
but cursed to be an ogre,
Yeah,
which meant
but-
she became
yeah.
an ogre.
But then she's kind of just living that by ogre world.
Oh, okay, so
She's both.
she's identifying as
She's
an
by ogre.
I'm just going to go downhill. So, let me let you know all about it. It's a mythical creature often depicted as a large, monstrous humanoid with a brutish and menacing appearance. Ogres are commonly found in folklore and mythology from various cultures around the world. And you'll be pleased to know I have got information about every culture I could find and a story. In European mythology, ogres are often portrayed as grotesque and cannibalistic.
Yeah.
They frequently appear in fairy tales and folklores as villains preying on humans. One of the most famous stories is an ogre in Puss in Boots. Do you remember that? No, neither do I. In this tale, an intelligent cat helps his master outwit an ogre who can transform into different animals. The cat's clever trick leads the ogre to its downfall. Now, I do have a vague recollection of that, but I'm going to jump over here now to my other pages of notes that tell us some more European folklore stories about ogres. Hop O' My Thumb. Have you heard of Hop O' My Thumb?
No.
Well, it's actually a really popular one, Tom Thumb. It's a popular French fairy tale collected by Charles Perrault. And the brothers Grimm in the story, a poor woodcutter and his wife struggle to feed their 7 sons.
Thriller to Bishop Bell.
You went there in my story about ogres? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Talk about it. Talking about
To solve their problems, the parents abandoned their youngest son, who was exceptionally small in the woods. However, the clever boy known as Hobber My Thumb or Tom Thumb outwits an ogre and his wife by using his wit and resourcefulness. He manages to escape from their clutches along with his brothers and a stash of the ogre's treasures.
Oh.
Have you heard of Bluebeard?
The pirate.
Well, this is the French folktale, also collected by Charles Perrault.
It's a strange French
Now, this involves a wealthy, sinister man named
Yes.
Bluebeard who married several times and has a history of killing his wives off. Oh, what a lovely person, who this? He gives each wife a set of keys but forbids them from entering a certain room. One brave wife disobeys and discovers the room is filled with the corpses of Bluebeard's previous wives. She narrowly escapes and, with the help of her brothers, exposes Bluebeard's crimes. While Bluebeard himself is not portrayed as a traditional ogre, his menacing and predatory nature aligns him with the themes often associated with ogres in folklore.
I don't know if that makes her brave. I think it makes her nosy.
Oh, well, I think it also makes her self-preservation
If
skills
someone
high
says,
levels.
if someone says, don't go into that locked
And get
room,
married to that person.
yeah, don't go into that locked room. I think the smell would tip you off. What's in there? I'll be rotten wives.
Oh, yeah, you could say you've rotten wives, literally.
Literally,
Yeah.
my rotting wives.
All right, we're going to jump now to an English fairy tale with an ogre or a giant.
We were jumping.
Oh, okay. So do you know which one I'm talking about?
the
Think about
the
Into the Woods. Da, 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 da,
Big Ben.
da, 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 da. Into the Woods. Da, 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 da,
The
da,
musical
da.
Into the Woods.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. I thought you'd get that one, Steve.
Oh, that's why I said the musical Into the Woods.
So it's a young boy named Jack who trades his family cow for a handful of magic beans. These beans grow into a massive beanstalk that reaches to the sky. He wasn't expecting that sort of stalk.
that's a scammer story.
Jack Clark.
It's the first scammer story in history.
But it's not. They were magic beans. Now this light is flicking back and forth.
Stop it! Calm down.
So Jack climbs his massive beanstalk and enters the castle of a giant ogre who possesses many treasures, and Jack manages to steal from the ogre several times before finally killing him by chopping down the beanstalk.
We're going to stop the tram. You do know that. If this continues, we'll stop the tram because it's just running outside.
I'm just up to Europe. I haven't gone into the other cultures
And
yet.
Newcastle will just be gone.
I'm up to the German one now.
Oh, that's going to be
I've only got 2 minutes left. I'm only on page 1.5.
Is there a golden goose in the tail?
The juniper tree.
German.
Juniper. Oh, should I do it in American? Juniper.
The
Juniper.
The juniper tree.
Is another Brother Grimm story. Features a wicked stepmother who kills her stepson and serves his remains to his father in a stew.
What were those two people eating?
What-
That's what were the Grimm brothers being fed on?
The boy's spirit is reborn as a
Carbs.
bird.
Carbohydrates, complex carbs.
The boy's spirit is reborn as a bird. And with the help of magical objects, seeks, I can't
I
talk,
thought you were going to say magical omelette.
seeks justice for his murder. The stepmother is depicted as a villainous character with ogre-like qualities due to her cruelty and willingness to commit heinous acts. So that's just the European one. Now, look, we're running out of time, so I'm going to give you a choice. Wait. Would you like to hear about the Japanese, the Arabian, the Indian, or the African ogres?
What about the Australian?
Or Chinese? Well,
Australian
I'm hoping
ogres.
Jeff Indian-Amata might send me a story on those ones.
The Australian ogre is known as Alf Stewart.
Oh, so you haven't answered
Starring
my
the flavor
question.
crows.
Hey,
I hope there's Yinyamana is on there.
Struck
Hello.
me right.
Keep the ABC going. He says, yeah, thank you. So which culture would you like to go to next?
Culture between your toes.
Wow.
Is it a lactobacillus GG culture? It's good to make you poop if you eat it in the yogurt. Welcome to Off the Rails with Anne and Renata tonight.
What happens when we don't get enough sleep? Right, well, without any input from my
Co-host there.
co-host here-
Japan. I want to hear about Japan.
No, you want to hear me try to pronounce the names, is what
Godzilla.
you want. Momotaro, Peach Boy. This is one of the most famous and beloved Japanese folk tales. In this story, a childless old couple finds a giant peach
Oh,
floating,
so it's James and the Giant Peach.
floating down the river. Yeah, James is a very popular name in Japan.
But they've they've
They've
whitewashed
cultured
it.
it.
Yeah, they've
Whitewashed.
appropriated it.
They have.
When they open up the peach, they discover a boy inside. They name him Momotaro, meaning peach boy. And as he grows up, Momotaro decides to defeat a group of onai. Now, onai is what the Japanese ogre is called. I didn't get to that part there. They're depicted as malevolent and fearsome beings with both physical and supernatural powers, just so that you've got now the background behind it. Anyway, so he's off. As he grows up, he defeats a group of the ogres who have been terrorizing the land. He embarks on a journey with the help of animal companions. Hang on, are you ready? Let's see where we're going with this story now. Dog, monkey, and pheasant.
Monkey magic. Monkey magic.
And ultimately defeats the Onai leader, returning home victorious. I've got a lot more here I can read out. If you want to, or should we go to a song?
I think we go to a song. We need a Bex
We need a
for a minute.
we need a Momotaro.
A Momotaro. Peach Boy. Well, look, Renata, I hope that this one will wake you up a little bit and maybe put a smile on that very sour face. Let's go to a little bit of Akadaka. We'll be back after this, after we shake you all night long.
Oh. I nearly made a really bad, tasteless joke that sometimes can't. Shook you all that long, Catherine Falby. Don't she?
Hi, everyone.
Guilty,
All right.
slanderous.
We've got to come off the live feed now, so
Because we're
make
gonna
sure you
say-
come over and join us on the app, the Newcastle Live app on your phones. Download them, phones, tablet, computer, whatever, or the website.
And if you have a paranormal question, because
We need him.
we
Yeah,
are
please.
here for that.
Otherwise, I'm going to read you lots more ogre stories.
We're gonna be
I've got
Momotaro everywhere.
so many more to talk about. Thanks for joining us, guys. And don't forget, if you want to thank us for our work, show your appreciation, you can always buy us a cup of coffee. The link is down below in the description, or just search for Buy Me a Coffee and Renata, and we'll shout Steve on occasionally too.
I'm gonna shout
I've got
at you
hiccups now.
either way.
Bye.